It is what it is.
What is going on, guys? Upstate Blake here. Hope you're having a great day. Jumping right back into the Nielsen Enterprises tour for part 2. If you haven't watched part 1 yet of the Marine Division tour, go check that out after this. But starting off part 2 here with the Nielsen Enterprises Powersports division, is going to give you guys a quick tour of their multiple showrooms. Absolutely nuts. From there, we're going to show you all you winter and snowmobile lovers, one of the craziest snowmobile collections out there. And then from there, we're going on a brand new Manitou pontoon boat with their new design and ghost motor. So getting right into it.
So this is what we call our south building. So we have ATVs, UTVs, slingshots, snowmobiles, and spiders and Rikers are all sold here. So pretty much everything off-road plus slingshot, spider, and Riker. Oh, and generators.
And generators. What's going on?
Mike.
How are you?
He's the famous face that you use. UTV, side-by-side, youth. How about baby Ski-Doo? Big wheelies.
That's the one who hatched out of the egg, guys.
That's him. There's more, come on.
But wait, there's more, Billy Mays.
This be a 3 leaves?
This is 1, 2, 3 leads. That's a big tire on it.
That's so the larger tire you get with that R edition, but these things, if you haven't driven one, are a ton of fun. So this is our delivery bay. If you buy something, or if you're looking at our pictures on our website, you take them in front of this little shot here. So come buy something. We'll make you famous in front of the mural.
Nielsen's is legitimately the mecca of horsepower lover, guys. Seriously, you can honestly get lost just walking around these showrooms.
Every drive belt in the world. Too many wheelies? Gotcha. Or, you should know these guys, right?
I want to scream, but he's on the phone. Woodies.
There he is. Was wondering when I was going to get to see this busy guy, the man, the myth, the legend.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
Double trouble. How you been, man?
You?
Had to catch a freaking cold while I'm editing these guys, so I'm going to try not to sound like a stuffy idiot, but seriously, Ted Nielsen is one of the most genuine, honest, nicest guys I have ever met in my life, and he's also one of the biggest advocates for power sports and horsepower stuff I've ever met. Known him for a couple of years, really knows his stuff. If their showroom is any expression of what they believe in, I mean, it would take hours to go through this. I mean, look at their motorcycle showroom, guys. They have an H2R sitting on the floor here. If you don't know what this motorcycle is, definitely look it up, but long story short, it is a 325 horsepower motorcycle missile, okay? Look at all the carbon fiber, absolutely insane bike. We've got something very exciting to show right after this, guys, but real quick from the other showroom. You might have seen these Can-Am Riker 3-Lee machines that we like to talk about in our TikTok videos all the time. Just want to let you guys know, if you've been on the market for one, Nielsen's has the sale of a lifetime going on right now. No joke. It ends August 31st. Even if you've been tossing around the idea of getting one, give them a call or stop by. You won't be disappointed. Check them out.
Guys, you know me. I love everything horsepower, but I just want them to appreciate the importance of this.
Get into the good stuff for you snowaholic winter lovers, but what you're about to see is the Snowmobile Museum at Nielsen's in the making, guys. It's not even done yet, and it is this insane. A little backstory on Ted Nielsen, the owner. He was partial owner of Arctic Cat for many years. He himself was inducted and is in the Snowmobile Hall of Fame. It does not get much more winter OG than him. Team Nielsen's was a powerhouse in racing back in the day. Between the trophies you just saw that they've accumulated over the years out front, some of these names on the side you might recognize: Jim Dimmerman, Mike Campbell. All of these guys either raced for or with Nielsen's, just over the years. You might recognize this sled.
The whole video about this Bob Elsner sled with Jim Dimmerman. You'll see this was the sled that was in the 24-hour formula race. Mike Campbell raced this one. Again, there's a video with this down to the gloves he wore, and there's a video about Mike Campbell talks for about a half hour about this race. So this Phantom is a very well-known sled. This was a world championship sled that the Nielsens have put together, and there's another video on our YouTube channel that talks all about the history of the Phantom and some of this. And this one's a twin track sled. Got different controls up top. You can control the tracks individually, and pretty crazy stuff. So there's a ton of history here, and I won't even lie to you or pretend that I know it all. But one of these days, our goal is to get all the racers, as many as we can, down here and do an open house and really show this place off once it's done. He wants to hang some of the sleds up and really have a huge wow factor. This was a tunnel from another race sled that they're gonna bring back to life down here.
Don't mind me, guys. My jaw has just been on the floor this entire time, but this was back when snowmobile racing was at its peak. Between the 24-hour endurance races, the oval races, I mean, just look at some of the history on these sleds. It is unbelievable. Between the names and the sleds themselves, they are all immaculate, and it's almost like impossible to put a price on some of these sleds. They're really that valuable.
He's gotten some pretty astronomical offers on these, and it's not even a question. It's turned down. This is the Nielsen's world-class snowmobile museum.
The information you have and the history you have, they're numb to it, right? They lived it. Ted has made it to the Snowmobile Hall of Fame. If you go to Eagle River, the Snowmobile Museum, you will see Ted's picture on the wall, and you will see Jim Dimmerman's suit that he wore on the snowmobile. It's all in the actual Snowmobile History Museum, but what's here and how many people would love to hear the story, right? So we got to get more of the story out.
And that's exactly what I think this place is going to do. I mean, it already tells quite the story just sitting in here, but I can't even imagine just knowing how Nielsen's operate and Ted operates. I mean, guy, just one sled alone. Have you ever seen anything that looks like this a day in your life? Okay, so first off, twin track. It's a twin track, and this was I don't know if this was a 24-hour racer, but this was the oval.
You don't think this? I know that one was 24-hour. Again, I'm not going to even admit to not knowing it all. But
I mean, this was back in the day when you had sponsors like Pepsi, guys.
Yeah,
for snowmobiling.
Valvoline was one of Ted's big sponsors,
Yep, and Valvoline.
And so they're trying to duplicate this skid. So this has been milled and to duplicate a skid that they had, and this will go under that, that chassis I showed you over there.
They even got the vintage Pac-Man machine in here, guys, but real note, the amount of history in this one room alone is just nuts. If you're a snowmobile lover, this is definitely something you got to check out. Even if you're just in the showroom right now, you can peek your head through that garage window that you saw and look at some of these sleds for yourselves. You can also head over to the Nielsen Enterprises YouTube channel where they have a ton of way more in-depth reviews of each and every one of these machines. But my God, did this just blow our doors off today, guys. Seriously, unbelievable collection. Happy to share this history with you, and I cannot wait to see once this museum is done. But it started getting a little hot out, so let's go out in a boat. And oh yeah, Mike has a TRX.
Well, guys, we've been having a blast today getting some filming done, but it is getting hot out, and now we are heading to the water. In the fire-breathing dinosaur. We've got level 4 security clearance into Fort Knox to steal a boat today. It is the flavor of the day, guys. The Nielsen's Tri-Tune Manitou.
From the back, yeah.
A little bit.
Most of it's underwater.
It's just crazy. So you just heard Mike. Most of it is underwater, guys. I mean, the packaging that they have for this is just wild to look at. Very excited to try this out.
Maybe do some sunbathing on the max deck. Who knows?
They had me someone.
Yes, but I did the shot. I don't think I did. Yeah, we did the same day, so I don't.
On board this new Manitou boat finally, guys. We had an awesome day. You're going to see a bunch of it, but jumping right into some quirks and features. One that I noticed that I just thought was really neat is I've never seen one of these see-through beams, as you can see right here, on a boat before. Just thought that that was really unique and cool. You can see that they're tinted too. You know, it's not like they block a crazy amount of your view when you're driving, but just something really unique. I've never seen that on a boat before.
Where'd the motor go? Where's the motor?
Something else I noticed right out of the gate, guys, before we even get out onto the lakes, is how well this 150 works. Now, I'm probably going to get crucified in the comments here. Hopefully it means more coming from me. You guys know that I'm a horsepower and speed nut. You can never have too many motors or too much power, but for being a 150, this thing really does get out of its own way pretty well. Gets up on plane quick, really does have a shocking amount of thrust for being a 150. So to some people, a 150 may be big. To some people, it may be small. I mean, it's pretty crazy. The day and age that we live in, you know, with twin and triple outboard motors on pontoons and tri-tunes, it's just nuts. But you can see how many people we have on this boat, and I have been on a pontoon with a 200 that doesn't feel this good. You know, obviously you're not going to be setting any speed records with this thing, but for getting out of the hole and getting out of its own way, really does a great job, and was beyond impressed with this 150 Ghost motor.
On Channel X, on the 24-foot plus 4 Manitou.
With Wheelie's man himself. It's a camera of a camera. Look at it. We got our little lightsabers.
You might have just heard Mike talking about the length of the boat being 24 plus 4 feet. What he's referring to there is the max deck. The max deck and the Ghost motor really go hand in hand together. Manitou is very proud of them, and I see why. It is just awesome to have on the back of the boat without the room of a motor back here. You can see like that tow pole, all the clips and stuff. You can come back here. It's a great swim platform. It goes up and down with the motor, which you'll see here in a second. It's just a really nice feature and space to have on a boat, you know. Use your imagination a little bit here, guys. So much extra room for activities now. But a real note, it looks good. It feels good. Great benefit to have, you know, for a nice day out on the water. And I see why Manitou's so impressed with it. Guys, it would straight up probably take me another 12 to 13 YouTube videos just to show you guys everywhere we went and everything we did today. But overall, my review of the Manitou pontoon that we were on is blown away. I'm very, very impressed with it. Between that new Ghost motor and the max deck design, how this thing just feels in general, the materials used, the fit and finish. I mean, it has powder-coated pontoons on it for wheelie's sake. Great boat. If you're on the market, definitely got to check one of these things out for yourself. I am thoroughly impressed.
Okay, so we're going on a helicopter now. I did not.
We just went on a helicopter, Mike. What is going on?
We gotta show you the full tour, buddy.
Jesus.
Hello guys, you've probably seen this in other videos, but Mike Misak, he runs the Jeeps on the Run page. If you have any interest whatsoever in Jeeps, this is the page to look at. They've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. This Jeep right now, guys, is being raffled off. Can you just picture yourself driving it? I mean, look at this thing.
Brand new, 2024. It's a $57,000 Wrangler. And Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Fox Lake literally donates 100% of it. So every ticket we sell, 100% goes back to Toys for Tots. So we buy hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of toys. Check us out on Facebook too, and YouTube, and all the stuff like Blake said.
You know, I'm not going to recommend your driving style, but if you want to do, you know, some mud wheelies, I mean, this is the vehicle to do it in, guys. And it could be yours, so definitely go check them out.
A lot going on in this YouTube video, guys, I know, but not to worry, I'm going to make it easy on you. Everything we talked about today, between the sleds at Nielsen's, if you want to go check those out, or them in general, as well as where the links are to buy raffle tickets to potentially win this Jeep, they will all be included in the description below on this video. So go check it out. It benefits a great cause, and hopefully you win this thing. I mean, I want to win it, god darn it.
Well, guys, as sad as I am about it, this weekend has come to an end. Hopefully we got the point across of why I believe in Nielsen's with all of my heart. They are just grade A guys. Thank you to my brother, Mr. Mike Misak. Such an absolute pleasure. I got to stay at his house and his hospitality. And, you know, like I said at the beginning of this video, we have been talking and laughing and communicating and like collabing for years. And this was the first time we actually got to meet.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I did my wife's like, have you ever met this guy? I'm like, no. And he's staying in our house? Yeah. We'll be fine. I feel like he's a brother from another mother.
Amen. So guys, we're going to wrap this video here. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay on the lookout for the triple content, all of the Nielsen's content. We took gobs of hours and hours and hours of videos. So stay tuned for that. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Actually, do you want to do it, Mike? Wheelies! Wheelies!